schematically, certainly we'll have to review some stuff. Clearly the spirit to compete just wasn't there.
Do you have any idea why, or is that how do you address that if so?
We'll solve it like we solve other problems, but obviously we'll do that internally.
It was an atypical AD night based on what we've seen from him this season. Did you have any explanation for his kind of production tonight?
Yeah, I felt like he missed some of those touch shots, missed some shots closer in. There were a couple, even in the first half, when I thought we played really well for the most part, outside of some transition stuff. Just, ball just kind of spun around the rim and went out. But I thought in terms of the offensive process for him, I thought overall it was fine.
Yeah. JJ, so much of this is one night type stuff, but when a team like Denver has had so much cumulative success and they start to go on a run early in the third, does that zap more on your Joe team? And in your experience?
No, it's a good question. I don't think whatever. I have a pretty clear idea of what happened. Whatever it was, I was not because we were haunted by the ghosts of the past or something like that. It was kind of obvious to me what happened there. Just not the right spirit.
JJ, second consecutive game, you guys were out-rebounded by double digits. I guess is that, I'm sure you have to look at the film to kind of decipher that, but how much of that's competing versus the schematic part?
Well, we missed a lot of shots and they didn't. I think for us to hold them to 8 offensive rebounds a little bit, I think at least three of those were sort of late there in the fourth when we still had our starters in, but that was a big point of emphasis. Jokic played 36 minutes and he got 2 offensive rebounds, averaging close to 5. So, that part of it, we would have liked to get more offensive rebounds on an off shooting night like we had, but potentially just not a lot of opportunities there to rebound because they shot 61%.
They were over 2 points scored per turnover almost the entire game. Just how punitive did it feel watching it every time you guys would make a mistake?
Yeah. Those put us in some tough spots, and it wasn't just there in the third. Our half-court defense, and outside of a couple just like minor things, our half-court defense and our attention to detail on game plan stuff was really good in the first half. It was the transition and some of the turnovers that hurt us there. Live ball turnovers they're going to kill you no matter what. We've been, I think, coming into tonight, we were third in turnover percentage in the NBA, so we've done a good job of taking care of the basketball.
To ensure that the kind of things that you guys have been working on and the messaging how do you say it? To make sure that you don't continue some of the mistakes that you guys have been making in terms of the transition defense, in terms of the free throws, in terms of the turnovers late in games, and the third quarter streak. What's your message to the team, and how do you ensure that kind of gets corrected as you mentioned before?
Yeah, some coaching is playing whack-a-mole. You have to address weaknesses. Certainly did some of that stuff yesterday in film and on the court, and felt pretty good about our overall just process and game plan coming into tonight. And all of us we didn't execute it. But in terms of the defensive stuff, and I told the group this yesterday, like, we can point to whatever we want to point to. Me and my staff will take some ownership on that as well. Like, it's not just players not executing the game plan. It's it's all of us. Like, we're all on the same team. We all want the same outcome. We all want to be a good defensive team. So we've got to figure out that together.
Last one, dude.
You cited the overall team turnover statistics of not being that alarming, but LeBron's criticized his own turnovers over the last couple of weeks. He had, I think, 6 tonight. Have you seen any causation as to what is occurring either within his role in the offense or the other players' role in the offense that's leading to his turnovers kind of growing over the last week or so?
I think with tonight, they're a team that has a lot of defenders with active hands, and they were shocking him, or sort of the quick blitz and some of his pick and rolls. But they're a handsy team, and they get deflections. I think some of that with tonight, and sometimes high usage players can kind of go through stretches where they do have high turnover games, and you have to live with that.
Thanks, Coach.